Hello there. Testing a test for testing tests. That is correct. I'm hoping that you can hear me. Yeah, so the whole plan for today is I'm just gonna kind of mess around, check out the audio, see who shows up, mess around, do some art. Good evening, Grumble Deaf. So this is my very first time streaming. You guys can't hear me, right? Okay. Thank you. It'd be pretty funny if I spent like 15 minutes just like talking to nobody. Cool. Thank you. All right. Since there's only a couple of us, if there's something you guys in particular want to see, I'm happy to kind of do whatever. I have like about 45 minutes or so. So so if there's anything in particular you guys want to see, otherwise I was just gonna kind of keep messing around with my my tile map. I'm trying to get everything together. So I'm gonna do it like a sort of go through making a tile map on everyone. Oh, test successful. Maxim. I really should get my glasses. Oh that is not. Okay. Well, let's see. So I'm trying to remember where I was while working on this thing. Yeah, the main thing I got going on here is I'm trying to make sure that I'd prefer to entertain. Maybe laying tile isn't the most entertaining thing, so if there's something that you guys want to see, then let me know. Really, I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me, that you guys can hear the music, that you know, everything works correctly. Raves give the collider, not the shape, so I iterate on the child nodes. Is that how you do it? I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, might as well open up Godot because it's a little more fun to go with Godot here. I wasn't sure anybody was going to show up, but thank you guys for being here. Maybe I can build out some more ground. First off, let me just make sure everything's up and working. Boom. Boom. Oh, I have one collider. Awesome. Yeah, so if you guys couldn't tell, the art was inspired by Chrono Trigger. Oh, wondering how programming for aerospace formed your game development philosophy? So actually, so in the aerospace industry, like one of the things that I worked on was it was a real-time servo control loop, which is actually very similar to game design as far as like as far as the timing requirements, processing requirements, things like that. So, and it was like a single-threaded control loop that had to occur on a certain schedule like every time, and if you blew the timeline, it basically broke $1 million piece of equipment. So not exactly the same as games. You're hopefully not going to break something that's a couple $1 million, but the idea of sort of just optimization strategy and kind of thinking through like, I don't know. For me, I started really like over optimizing, especially when like, you know, I'm running my game and I have my FPS capped right now, but you know, it'd be at 9,000 FPS and I'm still like trying to like micro optimize. How do I handle interactable objects in my game? Actually, let me pull up my... Okay, so this project is a mess. This is that first project that I had to abandon completely. Obviously, it's Mega Man 2. Oh, somebody pointed this out the other day. This has been misspelled the entire time, and it's in both my old and new project. So let me spell that correctly. If I can find it. Cap, or otherwise Capcom is gonna sue me. Okay. If people treated render frames as being worth $1 million, there'd be a whole lot of very large companies that would be out of business. That is true. Yeah, if the requirement was a hard 60 FPS, it'd be nice for the consumer, but there'd probably be a lot of people out of business. Hello, Emmett Taylor, F1F. I had to figure out how to make my my chat larger because it's a little bit hard for me to read. Or I could put on my glasses, but I don't want to do that. So my folders, it's not a plugin. It's actually just, it's part of Godot. It just, I wish they gave you like full RGB. Maybe there might be a plugin to do that, or maybe there is a way to do it, but yeah, you just right click and, select folder color. Yep. Yep. And for anybody just joining, this is a test. You know, I'm just testing my equipment, so it's good. I pretty much have a hard out around 6:30, so that's in like the 30-minute, little over 30 minutes. So just letting you know. Yep. Yeah, this one is, and this is the folder structure that I put in the one video where it was like, what's like, yeah, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot because it's just a mess. Wait. Yeah, it's something. It's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those little things that you don't really notice until, or you don't. Yeah, I guess you never really think to check. But it in my current project, I'll pretty much just put it for like my test sandbox or my debug stuff. If Fool, Unbroken True, Funks sell 2 million copies at $1. If Fool. I gotta add that into my game. All right. So again, keep in mind that this is very few of this is the right way to do it. But I'm just gonna kind of mess around and play through, make sure everything is working well. It now actually says Capcom, so that's good. Hello, Red Cell, how you doing? Whoop. Yeah. So you're skipping this. This is something that bothered me in the original, was that there was nothing to... You'd think that you could jump through that thing, but it hurts you. So I decided to add some lightning to it. It's a little inspired by Hollow Knight, and they only had one sprite, so there's a whole bunch of spikes in the front. Ow. Man, I forgot how much I put into this game. There's some stuff I keep trying to sprint but I don't think I have sprinted on this one. No. My newer one is not nearly as polished, but it. I think I fixed the physics issue when I finally figured it out, but that guy jumps forward instead of. Boom. Yeah, this is fun. Maybe I'll just play Mega Man the whole time. Oh, actually, I should walk through how this guy works because I just went a little bit nuts on this guy. And it's funny, as a kid, playing this on the normal difficulty, he doesn't do that. And I remember turning on regular difficulty and being super surprised. How accurate are you trying to make legally? This is not a commercial game. I did change the logo there because apparently that thing is the Dr. Wily logo is trademarked. And I have the music muted because I wish I could show the music. It's the music from Bit. I can never say this word. It's the music from Bit Brigade. So it sounds awesome. I put it in the Discord a while back, but can't really play that here. Yeah, this is not. There's no real attempt. Screw it. There's no real attempt to make this legally distinct, other than maybe the main menu. Whatever. I think I got the feed. Oh no, it's funny. I put the feedback in there because for the last video, so the feeder, Mega Man's feeder back here. That's why you default to that's why you don't have a default position sometimes. Oh, I lost track of what I was saying. Oh, I was gonna. Yeah, if I had prepared, I would have had a bot with the links for the Discord. But so I had originally planned on starting this stream yesterday at like 11 or 12 in the morning. And then I had everything ready beforehand, and then I turned on OBS, and all of my plugins were like my credit card company changed, and so all of my plugins were gone, all of my settings were gone. Like, it was a quick fix, just like, oh yeah, you go pay for it. And so yeah, so that was all of yesterday was working that out, and then today I'm about ready to go. And we had some windows replaced that need to be done again, and they started working on it. So yeah, I was a little bit late for 5. What time did I start? 5:45. Only a day and a half. Not too bad. Yeah, the Discord link should be on the video description. If it's not, let me know. But yeah, the Discord, the community is great on the Discord. I'm assuming a lot of people here are on the Discord. But yes, this is fun. I get to actually like talk about like some of the cool stuff. See, this is why I'm like, where the heck did I put, well, I guess enemies, okay. I am looking for enemy, and I did not, don't use any of this as a good example. This was me like throwing everything at the wall before I knew knew how everything worked, or at least before I knew how anything worked, really. Okay, so this guy, you don't see a Discord link? I am on the East Coast time. Yep. Yeah, and this was meant to sort of be unannounced, just kind of off the cuff test. So, I do have real plans for streaming, for what the next stream will be. Hoping to do like go through and walk through like my sort of philosophy for doing a tile map, and sort of add to. I've used that cliff for 3 videos now. I think I need a new location. Some of us, yeah. I think everybody is pretty cool. I've actually been really surprised ever since even since I posted my first video. Like everybody that's been everybody that I've interacted with, there's even if somebody's like being like negative towards something, they've you know, they've been pretty respectful about it. There's only been like, I think there's only been one person that I really had like that was just said something that needed to be moderated. But oop, I'm gonna bang the mic so many times that I move around too much. I actually have it on my other desk because I drum a lot. Okay, so I was gonna walk through how I made this guy because it's kind of interesting. So yeah, the behavior of this guy is that he basically has like these 3 parts, and when you shoot him once, the 3 parts pop out at you. Then they, oh here, let me just let me place my. It's been a while since I worked on this thing. Let's see, and I'm gonna place my character over here, and this is something that I have to work out. I have like this section thing that really bugs me because I have to like go here and set that as the initial zone. Let's make sure that opens. That's something that I'm definitely gonna fix. So yeah, oh, we can't see him. Let me grab you two. Let's go to this guy. Okay. So yeah, I probably could have done this with an animation, but that's literally like all happening with the physics, and it, you know, it's hard coded to go to the left. But so what's going on with this guy is, so as soon as I hit him, it creates those 3 objects, and then as soon as they hit, they go down underneath the screen and sort of wait a certain amount of time, and then each come back up. So you can view all of them, but since they're part of the sprite, let me see. Yep. I don't know why you can't see them. Oh, I think I might have them defaulted to. So they're actually their own scene, which is invisible. That's why you can't see them. Oh yeah, I set their idle animation as not appearing. So yeah, so while they're in the air, they pop up. Let's see. Yeah. Let me know if the code is too small. I'm gonna do that. Oh, do these things have a jump velocity? No, they don't. Yeah, so basically what these guys are doing is, yeah, they just have a set flying, which makes them animate in air, which just makes them visible. I don't know why I didn't just swap, you know, tell it to be visible, but you know, it is what it is. They have a really simple almost state machine, basically. Like if they're moving, if they're not on the floor, they get gravity with a little bit of extra with some magic numbers to make them shoot at the player. Then let's see what happens here. If they're not on the floor, oh, if they are on the floor, then is dead plays the dead animation. What is the dead animation? Does it really do that? If it does, you can't see it. Let me see. Sorry, I'm discovering things about... Oh, yeah. I guess that's it. Boom. That's it, Diane. Do you have any tips for marketing, promo? A lot of time it feels like dumb luck. Which my little games gain traction, I don't. And I haven't had much traction in trying to do streams, vlog either. I honestly, I don't know. I could probably use some tips myself on promo. And hey, how you doing? But glad you're here. Yeah, well, depending on how this goes, you might be lucky, you might not be. We're just sort of kind of hanging out, talking. I cannot read you. This is saucer name. Thank you. I'm glad you like the tutorials. Oh, well. Oh, I've got to figure out how to make this text bigger. All right, I'm gonna hold on. I'm taking notes the old-fashioned way. Make text bigger so I don't look like an idiot that can't read. Make text bigger. Okay. Yeah, well, I appreciate you popping in. Yeah, this is just a quick test, so you know, I'm just kind of hanging out. I don't know. So I've been using Godot. Let's see. I started while I was still. So I left my job. It would have been last year. Around. Oh yes, it was. I got fired on April Fool's Day. That was fun. So yeah, on April Fool's, I got a phone call, and that was it. But I'd been working with Godot for probably like 6 months before then. So what's that make it? Like a couple, just about 2 years. So I've been programming for about, let's see. So I started my first programming job when I was in like 2016. So, you know, I graduated then, so I'd been programming in school, but it's like you really kind of learn on the job. Furry Hot Dog, good to see you. Live just pop up on YouTube. You pop in here without knowing anything. Huh? Okay, I won't mind you. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, this is just this is just me yapping, talking about whatever. If you guys want to see something in particular, let me know. Yeah, if you want me to play a video game or something, or if you want to, if you actually have a Godot question, I assume most people want to hear about Godot stuff. But really, I have until I have about 20 more minutes, so it's gonna be really short, just kind of making sure that everything works. Are you tattooing ground? Am I tattooing up ground up tree corpses to keep track of things? I don't know what you mean. How did I learn to use all the different nodes and features? Yeah, most of it was from I started out doing some video tutorials, and that's kind of why my number one tip on my first video was to like don't blindly trust tutorials. Like I don't think anybody's like, oh, I don't think most people are trying to like steer you wrong, but it got me in a little bit of trouble taking some advice, which is why like the physics on this one thing got all messed up. Sega made Mega Man. There was a Mega Man for Sega, actually. And I sort of have part of it. So this one is not nearly as polished. And I hope this is a working version because I haven't opened up this one in a while. But I thought it'd be fun to do like a Halo Anniversary style swap of... You press the select button and it swaps between the Sega graphics and the... Hey, Callum 1944. Callum, how do you say that? Callum B. Appreciate it. I'm glad you like the videos. Yeah, I was as surprised as anybody to see the response to that first one. But, you know, I was expecting maybe like a couple hundred people to see it, and then and here we are. So yeah, so at any point, there's not much to this level yet. This is about as far as I've gotten, but. It's basically swapping between two tile maps, and then on the character. So I actually did have to update. I took a few frames out of the animation, the run animation, so that it would match up. And then you can. Oh, okay. So this is one of the things where like adding. adding stuff to debug. Like I added this run just to kind of test my camera, and then I actually found it. It's like, man, it's actually pretty fun to be able to like run around the level like this, and you know, make jumps you wouldn't normally be able to make. Yeah, yeah, the 14K subs and yeah, I can't believe it. I'm like, and again, like thank you guys so much for helping support the channel and like help make all this possible, because like I was basically at the point where I was about to like to give up on making video games and you know, go back to doing I guess real work. But you know, I really didn't like. I liked what I was doing for a bit, but just like being in that industry, like I had a really rough go of it at the end there, so I can't really get into it too much on how all that went, but it wasn't fun. I'll just say that. So just when that first video popped off, it was hey, Tasty K, I know you. How you doing? I was like, oh, I need to fix. I forgot. Let me make sure that I spell Capcom correctly. I obviously must have copy and pasted. And again, this one is sort of not perfect either. Let's see, Cap. I almost got it right. Yeah, that's true. They were all a bunch of dummies. Well, the few of them that had this say in it were. Started your first project a month ago after a 15-year break. Wow. I hope it's all. I hope does it like riding a bike? Does the programming come back to you? Make a meta show. Always wanted to make a game and found Godot in October. Programming skills are very low. Yeah, one thing I really like about Godot is the GD script is almost like it's almost like pseudocode. You know, if you like, you know, if is not this, is that's just the code. So at least it's, well, I guess it's kind of hard to say because I've already been working with code for over 10 years when I started, but it was definitely easy. It's a lot easier than C++, that's for sure. Better days ahead. Left my job in November and still hunting after big move. Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully, yeah. Scrooge, I hope everything works out for you, because yeah, I feel like super blessed just to be doing what I'm doing, and the fact that so many people just showed up for this kind of off the cuff test stream. And I didn't do, when it comes down to marketing, wrapping it back to probably like 20 minutes ago. Don't think I did anything special. I just put it out there, and I think on Saturday it had like 2 views. On Monday morning it had like 5 views, and then Monday afternoon it was at like 2,000, and Thursday or Tuesday it was at like 18,000. So what the hell happened? Yeah, I'm definitely planning on making an original game. Like a lot of the art, so a lot of the art in that I've been showing up in this is a tutorial project. But you know, this is kind of like the baseline for kind of figuring out how I'd like it to look. Obviously I'm not very good at making characters, so I made this little ghost guy, but I'm actually kind of getting attached to him. He is fully normal mapped though. He does have light. Look at that. I don't know if that's possible to see. Been learning to code for about a year. Couldn't get any of it until Godot. Yeah. I find the language it's it's really reasonable. And I do have so I really like the script IDE plugin. That's the one thing that I do use a lot. That fire animation is great. Yeah, that thank you. That's actually there's some particles in there so that it turns off. There's like a nighttime version. Let me see if I can make it happen. Sorry, there's a couple versions of this since this is the project that I've been showing on the videos. But yeah, as a non, I appreciate that a lot, because as a non-artist, getting art to look good was difficult for me, and I'm still working on it, trying to make like a character that doesn't look terrible. Oh shoot. You do try programming outside of Godot and GDScript. Yep, yeah. So I had done a little Python in the past, and yeah, GDScript is based on Python. I didn't do enough of it to I didn't really do enough of it to really know what the big differences are. But yeah, yeah. For like the whole reason I got Godot to start off with was I was thinking like, oh man, I could just use the GD extension to do C++, but I started using GDScript and it was easy enough and lightweight enough, and it's like maybe if something comes down where I like really need to do some heavy processing, then I might use some C++ for that. Although I would like to learn C# just for the sake of learning it and teaching it. There are some extra tools in C#. Thanks. Didn't you know how to use a programming language without an engine unless Python is an engine? Yeah, so actually the first, oh man, let me see if I have this. We got about 10 minutes left. Hey David, how you doing? Trying to move a bit faster than your tutorial. Yeah, I'm sorry. Things have been a little bit slow. I'm trying to speed up my tutorial series. A course recommendation, maybe different YouTube. Yes. Well, so one of the reasons that I started this series is that I couldn't find enough good tutorials. Especially, it's funny because I haven't made the tutorial for it yet. It was for the Mega Man. I can just quickly move my guy over here. It was for like the transitions, and just there's just like so many little things involved here. It's very important that he stays still in the air when you jump through the door. That and just not being able to find a tutorial for like having that kind of room transition is what's like. Oh, I could make a tutorial for that, which I will get to at some point. But I'm enjoying making the game. Did I ever consider C#? Couldn't bring yourself to use GDScript because, yeah, I'm not too big a fan. I'm not too big a fan of using white space. I do kind of miss my curly braces. I have considered C#. I know. So actually, how's the because I mean it was a while ago, but I remember this Kerbal Space Program. It was built in Unity, which uses C#, and the garbage collection ended up being an issue. I'm trying to remember, like it would like if you played the game for like long enough, it would just tank your frame rate. Looks exactly like Mega Man on PC in the 90s. Yeah, that was definitely the best version. Was the Mega Man PC. Let me fix this so I can This is one thing that I need to, well, everything. There's a whole bunch of stuff in this project that I need to update. Yeah, that's exactly how the original looked, right? Prah. Hit stun and hit stun and amount of damage and all. You know, until I worked on this, I didn't know that Mega Man had 28 health. Who knew? Yeah, actually, so I looked into the I looked into like the original, like how the assembly of running Mega Man worked, and based my Godot code movement code off of that. And there's a really interesting way, like the way that they make the step forward, like this movement. They didn't have it like fully down, which I don't think I even have it in this project until Mega Man 2, but just hopefully you guys can see that, the little boop, 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 boop. But when I found out about how they did it, it's like, this is genius. It's they basically took, so when it goes into that step animation, it's full speed for a single frame, then not moving for I think 7 frames, and then you start running. And so it's like fast enough that you don't feel it, but it's slow enough so it happens in a single frame and it's the same speed. I think they probably moved by position. I don't know if they did velocity, but it's deterministic. So if you take 2 steps forward and 2 steps backwards, you'll be exactly where you started, which I think, it's one of those little things that I think is really cool. Hey, live stream. Yeah. How you doing, Cloud? Hello, Test. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Pawn X Pawn. Good to see you here. Yeah, I've only got a couple minutes left before my family gets home. This was meant to just sort of make sure that everybody can hear me. Actually, oh wait, in case anybody wants to see. Can you guys still hear me in this mode? In case I'm more interesting than the video game on screen, which debatable. I'm gonna go back to that. David Dockery just started learning Godot with no coding experience. Yeah, there are a lot of small things, but the thing I really do like about Godot is that I tried Unreal and I tried Unity, and then when I tried Godot, it was like it was really easy to just get a character, get them moving, and all of that. Cool. Thank you, Magneto. Magnet, are you Magneto Mage or Magnet 2 Mage? Oh, so one thing I can show off is this game that I've sort of I've sort of used shots of. Wish to get the fancy Japanese copy of Final Fantasy 3. Oh, it's Final Fantasy 2, actually. I got that from a good friend. Yeah, I didn't mess around too much. I didn't really get too deep. But the thing about, especially for 2D, I think Unreal, there's, at least unless it's changed, there's nothing is really 2D. Like you just make stuff on a plane. Magneto, as in Magnetosphere, not the comic book character. Ah, okay. So yeah, this is a game of just about like, this is like a prototype of sort of messing around with firing missiles at a jet, which is a little bit rough right now. But I think it could be pretty fun. The whole idea is that, you know, there could be multiple, and you're just going through, and you can only, like, if, oh, that one still hit him. Let's see. So if I'm not looking at him, it'll try to find him, but it doesn't really know where he is. Oh, thank you. Yeah, oh yeah, I should say the background music is oh man, I'm blanking on their name. It's PeriTune. So they put out a whole bunch of like free music. We'll see if this missile ever hits this guy. Let it circle for a little bit. Let's see if so yeah, PeriTune is the band that's playing. They have a bunch of really good. I just happened to find them the other night. This is some cool music. Why is my game not controlling? Am I doing something else? Just throw off a bunch of these and kind of talk while they fly and see what happens. You're sending it. Oh, nice. Yeah, this one was like originally meant to be like the original thought was like, oh, this could be like, you know, you're on a plane doing this, and then I think like I think it'd be more fun being on the ground. Like the red circles, all like the red stuff is debug info, but oop, that one just missed it. Yeah, so I'm planning on streaming. I'm gonna find a regular schedule and try to do it. I'm gonna try to do it twice a week, but definitely once a week. Today is just sort of testing it out and making sure all the equipment works. So want to do it for real, you know. No, next time I will have a plan, so I'll have something to talk through, and I will be able to read my chat without, you know, doing this. You know, this is surprisingly fun. Just try to get this thing to hit. That's it. Thanks, Pon, and Ponix Pon. Thank you for you've been helping out a lot of people on the Discord. So I appreciate that. We demand daily streams. I don't know if I could get anything done if I mean, I've already been slow enough to get my videos out. But yeah, so I came up for the idea for the next video. I think it's gonna be pretty cool if I can make it happen. I've been messing around with what I need to do. Don't worry about you too much. Just yeah, it'd be nice if I could see the chat though. It's just too small for my eyes, but that's something I'll figure it out, you know. And that was the whole point of today. Is just like, I kind of wanted to see if I can turn that. I wonder if I can turn off those red things. Yeah. So actually, this jet was. Wait, hold on. I can grab it. It is this thing that I pictured on a blue screen and shrunken down and edited it. I don't know if you guys can actually see that. Wait. I know how to do this. Hold on. I got it. Here we go. There. These are cool. These I got there are a bunch of these on Amazon for like $15 or something like that. But I was like, how do I make a sprite of a plane? It's like, I took a high-res picture of it and then but it took me a little while, but you know, shrunk it down, edited it off. Yeah, I have a couple of them. I have a F-35, a B-2, and a F-22. But yeah, it was just, and it was one of those ideas of like, can I make a sprite from this? So this was originally like a, you know, And I took the picture with my cell phone camera. Oh, you guys can't see the screen. I took a picture of my cell phone camera, and which was whatever it is, like 12 megapixels or whatever. And then you had to shrunk it down. Let's see, how big is this thing? 75 by 98. So it was a lot of shrinking down. Yeah, that's true. Let me what'd I do? Save and close. Yeah, working with planes is easy to work. Yeah, I've had a lot of trouble. I've been trying to work with hold on, let me pull this up here. Oops. Ah, nuts. That's gonna take too much. I was gonna show I can pull it up in can I pull it up in Sprite? I've been working really hard on trying to get characters working. Let me find, and I made a lot of attempts. Characters, let me see. So I got this one down, but that's something that I've really learned about the old school devs, of like how good they were and how they got all this detail into such a small amount of pixels. Because I've tried to draw things like this, and I wonder if is there anything original, or is it just me sort of blocking out? Oh yeah, so my yeah, there we go. Not even extremely derivative, and it doesn't look nearly as good as the one that they have. But yeah, I just wanted to have something to be able to like test moving around and colliding. So this is what I used. Someday you should turn that Mega Man recreation into a course. Yeah, I would. That'd be cool. I don't know if I'm not sure about how Capcom would feel about that. Oh, thank you, Zach's Lunar. Is that Lunar as in like Lunar the Silver Star? That's true for yeah, to keep everything simple. And yeah, that was something that I opened the wrong one. Yeah, Gigadude, of course, yes. Yeah, not Mega Man. It's Gigadude, and he's going after Mr. Wabi. Wait, did I open that up? I'm losing it already. Yeah, so the cool thing with this one is how it swaps between like the remastered and the new ones, which is basically just two different tile maps because there's no one-to-one on it. But the way that I set up my colliders is I give it a different level. So my actual level, and if I were making a level from scratch, I would block it out using the collider, which I really just took. I made a 16 by 16 square. And that's the actual physics of the level. Oh, Fat Earth. Yeah, there's been a couple people that have said they thought it was Flat Earth the whole time. It's like, no, that's why my logo is the way it is. I'm not that bad at drawing. Yeah, I got to think of a way to like make the logo more obvious. Yeah, I don't know what I did. Don't say. Shoot, I keep going to open stuff and I keep forgetting what I was going to open. This channel is not. It's not about flat Earth theory. It's about the Fat Earth theory. More Tadpod Earth. Yeah, that's true. I think that was the first first image that I made that I was kind of proud of, was getting the, oh, there it is. Fat Earth logo. Oh, Fat Urch. I'm not very good at spelling. Oh, some of these are so old. I don't know. Let's see what we got. It got iterated on a bit, but close to what it used to be. That was kind of it was one of the first artwork things that I was kind of proud of. You can see where I get some of my inspiration. I was just gonna open this up because, like, if you look at like the way, so this is from Chrono Trigger, but if you look at the way that like they align this to the grid, it's like actually genius. Like, especially when you pull out and you see like everything looks nice and smooth and natural, and it looks even better when, you know, you see a bunch of these next to each other and they make like it still amazes me how they can make something that looks like a rock and smooth, and when you zoom in on it, it's like, you know, they had like this many pixels to make things look round. The real burger land is this Earth. All right, well, so that's about all the time that I had for today. Is there anything in particular anyone would like to see, or anybody have any questions before call it a day? Go bring it back to where we started for the people that were here the whole time. Looks so hard to use this to make a level from. Yeah, auto tiling is helpful. Yeah, I think the Chrono Trigger one, I think part of it was that, like, you know, you can see that they have duplicates that are slightly off because they, you know, I think they only had one level. It just depends on what mode the SNES was in, but you can definitely tell that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I kind of tried to do what they did, and did my best to. It's like I worked pretty hard to get these down. Great job, everyone in the chat, for pretending we could see and hear. Yeah, that would be an awesome joke of everybody in the chat if I was just talking to nobody and everyone in the chat was just at the end. Yeah, so the next stream, the next stream I want to do, it'll be next week. I'm hoping it'll probably be on Tuesday, but I don't want to say like for sure. But I wanted to go through like sort of the philosophy of doing tile maps and auto tiling and things like that. And part of it is like how like looking at how with a simple collection you can actually make some really neat shapes that you wouldn't think of. Like if you look in here, something that I really like, and this is a trick that I found from Chrono Trigger, is like creating like the paths sort of in between the tiles. So, you know, they're like the corners of grass and dirt to actually make up the shape, which is exactly what I have in this, if I can open it. Got a question as Godot dev. Rival Seeker. Do I know a good tile map template for a 2D side scroller terrain? Oh, I do. Yeah, slopes are hard. That's why everything in mine was all squares. Because yeah, slopes introduced some interesting challenges. I did have Shoot, where did I have it? I had it open at the start here. And it's gone. Give me 1 sec. Let me find this thing. Nope, nope, not my reference. Let me find this over here. Over there. There we go. So there's that one. There's one more shape. That's not the one that I was looking for, but everything closed on me. Son of a bench. Sorry. Now I'm running into the technical issues. I should have stopped while I was ahead. Here we go. Did it open? Why won't you open? There it is. So I made this is like the sort of cover all for every different sort of tile terrain. So like this is the shape that you can, this basically covers every sort of connection. And so one thing that I can do, let me see if I still have it saved. Yeah, so if you highlight if you use Sprite, if you highlight a tile, you just highlight your tile and say, I think it's Control B, but you're creating brush. And now I have a brush, so I can just go boom, 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 boom. I have grass tiles. Obviously, it'll probably take a little bit of extra editing to make it all fit in, but that's and now I have grass on some very bright blue water. All right, well, I think I'm going to call it a day here. Thanks everybody for showing up. Appreciate it. And so hopefully early next week, I'll have much more announced stream time and a much more structured plan. I'm glad we didn't have too many technical issues today, unless you guys are messing with me and I've just been talking into the void. So yeah, Sprite is a really good program. I've been really enjoying it. I undo everything I do since I don't draw over my template. But yeah, so this is like the basics, like, and the other one is like more expanded, sort of what you need for tile sizes. Anyways, yeah, thank you all for showing up, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.